The entire NASCAR community has embraced Joe Gibbs Racing in the last month following the shocking death of Coy Gibbs in Phoenix, just hours after the JGR co-owner watched his son Ty cap off a very successful first full-time season by winning the 2022 Xfinity Series championship. There's been an outpouring of love and support from other drivers, their teams, and the fans. Last week, however, the organization somewhat changed the mood when it created a stir by sharing a video on social media that included a warning before showing Christopher Bell's Jackman getting his finger crushed on a costly final pit stop in Phoenix. Ouch. This week, the organization, which is active on social media, posted a video that showed a Toyota Camry on the JGR campus repeatedly coming to an abrupt halt, simulating a pit stop. Sounds harmless enough. It was, until JGR described what people were seeing. It's electric. A look at the electric car that our pit crews are going to practice pit stops with here at the shop. Hashtag NASCAR, hashtag racing, hashtag electric. There was a considerable response, and as you might expect, a healthy portion of it was negative. There was another set of responses that pointed out this was not JGR showing its latest electric car intended for use in a future Cup Series event, but just a car designed solely for the purpose of pit stop practice, with practical reasons for doing so. One fan replied that this was just the beginning of what NASCAR will become. While JGR might just limit the electric car to pit stop practice for all the reasons posted on social media, including saving gas, make no mistake about it. The organization is undoubtedly preparing for the future. Check out the hashtags. And it's a future that NASCAR hasn't hesitated and said will include an electric component. President Steve Phelps admitted as much last year on the I Am Athlete podcast.
Here's what I would say. There are all kinds of sound is such a big part of our sport, right? And there's a tradition, a history that comes with it, what they call an ice edge, an internal combustion engine. I think what we'll do in the interim, in 3 or 4 years, probably 3, is to have an internal combustion engine that has a hybrid piece to it, an electrification piece to it, but it'll still sound like one of our cars.
Got it.
Could we have? I think we.
Like a
we
different
may
race,
we may try
like
out doing
something-
like an exhibition type deal.
That's
right?
what I'm saying, like just
And
something
you
different.
don't have competitive pit stops, but we need to make sure we're owning a space that someone else could take.
Fast forward to July of this year, when KickingTheTires.net obtained leaked documents that revealed NASCAR was planning to debut a prototype electric vehicle during an event at the 2023 Clash. The docs said after the event, the plan was to launch exhibition races in Q3 at 6 venues aligned with Cup Series races. Each event will feature 2 30-minute races, one on Saturday and one on Sunday. If all goes well during the exhibition test period in 2023-24, the hope is a potential first-year competition beginning in 2025. There hasn't been any recent update on whether or not the prototype will be present at the upcoming Clash. Who knows if that will happen, but there's no denying that NASCAR will have some type of electric racing at some point in the not-too-distant future. Dale Jr. summed up the feelings of many fans when talking about the hot topic earlier this year on his podcast.
The Xfinity Series, the Truck Series, and the Cup Series have to matter to the manufacturer. The Truck Series matters to the manufacturer because of their trucks, right?
They sell trucks.
Yeah.
They sell trucks.
The Cup Series matters because that's the elite top series, and they sell sedans, right? So the Xfinity Series has kind of lost its purpose. What is its purpose to the manufacturer? The pony car thing was cool for a while, but it's the manufacturers obviously aren't married to selling pony cars every year, right? And it doesn't. They can sell them regardless. The Camaro or the Mustang or whatever. I don't think that the Xfinity Series is having a huge impact on automotive sales in that market. There needs to be a bigger purpose for the manufacturers, or some specific, a specific purpose for the manufacturers to want that Xfinity Series to be there. Whether it's a type of engine, like this fellow mentioned, could be that. The electric car, none of us love the idea of an electric series in stock car racing. I don't think any of us really love it, right?
It might not be something that fans love, but as Earnhardt suggested, NASCAR has to appeal to the manufacturers, which are producing more electric vehicles each year. That's the growing trend in the automotive market, and NASCAR is doing its best to reflect that.